Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein was something that kind of excited me just thinking about it because the trailers didn't give that much away. And you know that del Toro has this very big passion and love and respect for the universal monsters and just creatures in general. And he creates a world of wonder and mayhem and mystery and excitement in all of his film with blood and gore. So to see what he could do with the title of Frankenstein really perplexed me because he could have gone in so many different ways. So essentially, this is a movie that's told in two chapters. All right. The first chapter, we learn all about Dr. Victor von Frankenstein and why he made the creature. The second half is about the creature and what happened to him after Victor left him for dead. And by God, I gotta be honest with you, this movie was long. The first chapter could have been cut in half. They could have done without this whole will they, won't they romance with Victor and his brother's fiance. I didn't need all that. Just a little bit, if anything. But the creature's point of view, his story, wasn't long enough in my opinion. I could have done more of that. But that's my only main criticism with this movie. I gotta say, Elordi, oh my God, he was fantastic. He brought this sense of childlike wonder and kind of this puppy dog kind of style and attitude to the creature. And that's what I really like and appreciate about this movie. They don't full out call him the monster. They call him the creature. Because Del Toro understands that he's not a monster, he's just something that was brought to life. He never asked for this. And at one point, Victor does call him a monster, but most of the movie he's referred to as the creature. And Elordi was just so damn good as this character. And I gotta say, Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein, he was okay. But honestly, the best part of the movie wasn't him. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Mia Goth, she was wow. She was something else in this film. Normally, she's kind of this macabre, kind of sassy, just kind of slightly different character in most things. She's not your typical kind of actress. She normally does these offbeat things. But in this, she does something I've never seen her do before. She played an earnest character that was real and raw and emotional. And I loved it. And at one point, she kind of reminded me of Fiona from Shrek when she first encounters the creature down in the sewer area. It's like, holy shit, if they make a live action Shrek, she should play Fiona because she could do this great duality as Fiona as the human princess and as the ogre. I would love this casting to happen if they ever did this live action Shrek. Either way, the one person who really knocked my socks off in this movie was Christoph Waltz. He was splendid. All right, now, unfortunately, he wasn't around in the movie as much as I wanted, but when he was on screen, he was electrifying. And speaking of electrifying, the set design, oh my goodness, it was visually pleasing. And it just, oh my God, I gotta say, the wardrobe, pretty good garb. And the score, ooh, baby. It was just so whimsical, and I loved every moment of it. The cinematography, there's always some nice movement happening with the camera that revealed new things that I really enjoyed. Now, I guess I lied when I said my only quarrel with the movie was the length of the first chapter. My other big issue here is the use of CG. Now, there's a lot of stuff that could have been done practically that they just kind of did CG for, and it looked all right for the most part, but there was an unvalley candy going on with a lot of it that I couldn't get past. Like, oh boy, one of the scenes I loved the most, it was the most emotional that I loved, was when the creature was kind of on his own for the first time in the world. He discovered a deer eating berries, and then he plucked a berry for himself and he loved it. And then he'd pluck a berry, feed it to the deer, and it was just this lovely, beautiful moment. But then it was cut short in a startling way that took me out of the movie a bit. I was sad after that because it showed that life is very short and you can't predict how long you're going to be around for. And this is the thing here. The creature never asked to be born. He was just created. And then he was kind of imprisoned by Frankenstein. And because he didn't do what Frankenstein wanted in the manner that he wanted and the time period that he wanted, he was treated as a prisoner. and an expendable thing that didn't deserve to live. And that was torturous. It was painful to watch. And it's crazy because in the first act, you feel for Victor when he was a child because you see his dad treats him terribly and tries abusing him to make him do things that he wants to do. And Victor vows to be better than his dad. And then he becomes 10 times worse than his dad. Oh, it irritated me so much. But the duality, you can kind of see it there. Now, this movie was about life and loss and longing and just rebirth and ultimately redemption. And it was a beautiful film. I was happy I saw it on the big screen because if you get the chance to see it on the big, you should see it because you won't be let down by it. Don't wait for this to hit Netflix because it's going to play a little bit different on the small screen, in my opinion. But definitely worth checking out, in my opinion. I was afraid it could have been a dud like Crimson Peak, which was his like other gothic mansion like movie. But by God, this movie was fantastic. Oh man. I highly implore you to go check out Frankenstein if you like Del Toro and if you like the Frankenstein story. And if you happen to have liked this review, why not hit like and subscribe? Because I'm putting out daily videos right here. And if you haven't liked pop culture podcasts, why not check out mine? It's called Movie Toast, news and reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.